Meet the Mount Everest, standing at 29,032 feet. But what if we dropped it into the deepest point of the ocean? Let's dive into this journey and see what we find out. First stop, at 100 feet is the maximum recommended depth for the Advanced Open Water Diver certification, and where most of the human activity is, which is still way less than the 400 feet freedive completed by French freediver Arnaud Gerald in July 2023. It took him 105 seconds to reach the bottom and 109 seconds to swim back up. All this without an oxygen tank. Moving on to 4,000 feet is the deepest point great white sharks were documented. Another 200 feet, at 4,200 feet, and they would meet the leatherback sea turtle, the deepest diving turtle among all sea turtle species. They are known for their migratory behavior and their appetite for jellyfish. But that's not as impressive as the remarkable 10,000 feet depth sperm whales can go. They are the largest toothed whales and are able to withstand the intense pressure of the deep sea environments. These dives are often associated with hunting for squid and other prey. At 12,500 feet is where the wreckage of the Titanic was discovered by Robert Ballard in 1985, over 70 years after the tragic incident. A little further down at 13,000 feet is when things get really weird. The animals look like aliens straight out of sci-fi movies. Leaving the submarine would feel like you have an elephant on your back. Okay, maybe a lot more elephants. We finally reached the Challenger Deep, 36,070 feet below sea level, which means the Mount Everest still needs around 7,000 feet to reach the surface. The water pressure at this depth is over 1,000 times atmospheric pressure at sea level. That's like squeezing a whole bakery into a tiny cupcake mold. Impressive, isn't it? But if we drop the Mount Everest in the Challenger Deep, what would happen? Immediately, the massive volume of Mount Everest dropped into the Challenger Deep would displace an enormous amount of water, would result in a significant tsunami, directly affecting the people living in the coastlines. The impact of dropping such a massive structure would likely generate seismic activity. The force of the impact could lead to earthquakes in the vicinity, and the geological structure of the ocean floor would be altered. The immense weight of Mount Everest could cause changes in the tectonic plates and the composition of the ocean floor in the surrounding area. The sudden introduction of such a large landmass into the deep ocean would lead to environmental consequences. It might affect marine life in the surrounding area, disturb ecosystems, and potentially lead to changes in water temperature and chemistry. The ocean is a key factor to life on Earth, and only 5% of it has been explored. Who knows what more we can find out there? Maybe an even deeper point? If you enjoyed this deep-sea adventure, make sure to subscribe for more exhilarating journeys.